We're going to turn now to quiet quitting. It's the new job trend that does not involve leaving your company. It's an unexpected spin on work-life balance that we first saw in the Wall Street Journal. And ABC News chief business correspondent Rebecca Jarvis has the story. Hey, Rebecca, good morning.
Hey, Gio, good morning. And instead of handing in their 2 weeks notice, burned out employees are quietly quitting. Here's how.
Today, I want to talk about a trend that I've been seeing all over the internet, as well as heard from a few of my friends, which is quiet quitting.
Quiet quitting, the new trend redefining work-life balance for young professionals everywhere.
Quiet quitting is just it's about quitting the hustle culture that goes along with work in our society. I can still be a very productive, active worker and not have to focus on work 24 hours a day.
The hashtag quiet quitting seen over 3.5 million times on TikTok alone.
I just heard about this term called quiet quitting, and I realized that is what I've been doing against my will.
This new form of quitting happens when workers mentally step back from the burdens of work, working the bare minimum number of hours and not making their jobs an important center of their lives.
When I was quiet quitting, I didn't want to constantly feel that stress of working that job and feeling like I needed to put my 1,000% in. So I decided to scale that back and really just do the work that was required of me.
And with COVID-19 blurring the lines between home and work, many now using quiet quitting as a way to set more boundaries between their professional and personal lives.
I was really struggling with the idea of just a 9-to-5, especially when COVID hit and we were all working from home, and I was just stuck at my desk all day from 9 to 5 at a minimum, working on my computer, staring at a screen. For me, that just wasn't the ideal situation.
The trend of putting limits on the job popular among those in their early 20s.
Being connected to a mission or purpose is a high priority for the younger generation. That's something they want, but they're not experiencing it in their current workplaces.
Now, this really comes down to your priorities. If your objective is work-life balance over income and maybe even job security, and you're not looking for big raises and promotions, then this could work for you. It is much easier to pull off when there are nearly 2 job openings for every job seeker. The risk is that the less invested employees are more likely to be laid off in a down economy. And Gio, real talk here, I don't think if you or I had quietly quit along the way that we would be standing here right now.
Oh, you know what? I grew up with Cuban grandparents who saw a lot of honor and work, but that also meant no vacation. So I guess we could see a little bit of both sides here. What if you're feeling a little burnt out, though, Rebecca? There are some ways to take control here, right?
Right. And a lot of people are feeling burnt out right now. The first question you want to ask is, how much is this coming from you or your employer? If there's a part of it that's coming from you, there's a conversation to be had with your boss, your manager. Set time. Talk to them about the fact that you're feeling burnt out. Look at your schedule. Be a problem solver. How can you make sure that you're fulfilling all of your obligations to your company while also helping fulfill the obligations to yourself? And finally, think about building community. Gio, it might not necessarily be on your team. I'm so lucky it is here for me at GMA and all of us. But for people who don't necessarily feel it on their team, look around the company. There may be others. And when you have that community, those friends at the job, it goes by so much more quickly. Gio?
All right, Rebecca's Real Talk. I like the sound of that segment.
Yes.
All right.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.